Hey Wargamers, and welcome to a battle report, the first of I hope many. With me I got my buddy Andrew here, and he is bringing his pink horde to the table.
Yep.
So this is going to be fun. We've played a couple games before in the past. We're finally getting some on film, which is awesome. Been looking forward to this.
Yes.
And what we're doing today is we're going to be playing a modified version of the Glazer's Creek scenario that was in the White Dwarf from June of 2018, and then way back as well, because this was a redux of it. So we still have orcs. I'll be defending with my sisters, and we will be defending the Shrine of the Shattered Martyr. So all the rules are going to be pretty much the same. One of the big differences, we're going to be in an urban setting. So we've made some modifications. We've included sewer grates. Andrew had a great suggestion about allowing some boys to maybe deep strike in via sewer grates and whatnot on some rolls. So you're going to see those modifications in play. We've upped the power level a little bit, so instead of 50, it's going to be 75. So he gets a couple more rolls on the boys and leaders charts. Yeah, I think that's the pertinent stuff. So you'll see some of the other rules as we go along. He's chosen a number of assaults. I think he's keeping it secret from me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to be looking at 3 or 5 assaults on this one. So we'll see how well the forces hold up. But in just a second, we're going to be taking a look at the table. You're going to see what I'm going to be defending with. And then we're going to see what Andrew's first force is going to be looking at. Because he's going to be getting a new force basically every single assault. So it's going to be a fresh thing every single time. So I'm looking forward to this. You're looking forward to it?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. All right, let's go take a look at the table. So we got the table here, and in this scenario, I do deploy first with the sisters. I also had the option of putting down all the terrain that I wanted to, but I figured, you know what, it makes for a much more interesting fight if the terrain actually looks like it's representative of a city. So over here, we got a unit of sisters with a heavy flamer melt-a-gun. We got an exorcist tank. Just a regular rhino with a couple storm bolters. We have an imager, so I can get some extra acts of faith. The immolator, we have another unit of sisters here, same loadout as before. The hospitaller. Then we got a retributor squad with a couple heavy bolters just defending this side. My big muscle right here, a unit of 5 custodian guard. So hopefully they're going to do some heavy lifting and defend this bridge from the orc WAAGH. We have the canonist, we have another imager, and then we have another just 5-woman squad with a melt-a-gun. And that is going to be my force defending this shrine. And you can check out the table just like so. And of course check out the social media page for some more shots of this as well, because I'm going to get some every so often. But a lot of the new terrain, sadly not everything is quite painted up, but you know what, I'm one man and I don't get paid for this anymore, so only so much I can do in that front. But yeah, so there's the table. We're all set up. Andrew's going to figure out his forces and deploy, and then we're going to get going into turn 1 of Assault 1. Everything is deployed. So we have a truck with some burner boys. We have a weird boy with a 30 Gretchen. We have that's a mech boy, right?
Actually, that is a big mech.
That's a big mech, okay. Yeah. And they're going to be coming down the bridge, and they're going to be met by the stalwart defenders here, the custodian guard. So hopefully they do their job. And then over here, we have another horde of Gretchen that have shown up with Boss Snickrot. And we have a Death Dread and a Mega Knob.
Yeah. A War Boss and Mega Armor.
Sorry, War Boss and Mega Armor over here. And then we have 2 units of Commandos. So when you see these little poker chips on the table, we're using them as sewer grates. And one of the deployment options we've given Andrew in this case is on a roll of a 5 when choosing deployment zones, he basically can deep strike into one of these zones with a couple restrictions. He can't charge the turn he deep strikes in. Did we discuss movement on it?
No, we did not.
No, we did discuss that, so we're going to have to quickly figure that one out to see if movement is allowed as well, but at the very least he is allowed to fire. So yeah, it's going to go into the first turn for the orcs unless I am able to seize. And one other thing to keep in mind for this assault, I need to kill half his models on the table for me to actually get to look at that smirk on his face. He's a jerk and he knows it. He has 96 models on the table.
I do.
So I have to deal with 48 of these buggers before we go on.
Yeah.
And I think I'm sitting on maybe just around 40 or 50 models in my defense here.
Yeah.
So I really want to seize this initiative. Nope. No, that's a 1. So I'm about to feel the pain of this WAAGH as we go into turn 1 of the first assault. And before we jump into the first turn, we did just have a quick chat about it. We've decided, just as part of this scenario, they will be able to advance and shoot, or just shoot if they want, but no movement from there. We're going to treat that like a regular deep strike. So the only real difference between this and a regular deep strike is we're not letting them assault first turn, and that's just because of the nature of the scenario. So a lot of the details here, Andrew and I have talked about, so we're both on board with this. So we're going to see how turn 1 goes. And the last little bit, what we're going to do, just to save a little bit of time, because the movement's going to be very straightforward in this battle report. Everyone is basically going to be going towards the shrine. And so we're not going to bother showing the actual movement itself. We're just going to take care of the movement, and then we're going to do a quick movement turn recap and get it into it from there. Oh, and the very last part about this scenario, we have to nominate a building here to be the hospital or the shrine. So I'm going to start with this building right here. And every time I lose a model, basically at the end of the assault, I have to roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, they're dead. 3, 4, they basically go into convalescence, and I can keep rolling for them until they either die or come back. And then a 5 or 6, they get put back on the front line. And Andrew does have the option of trying to blow that building up to make things a little bit more difficult for me. So let's go into turn 1 with the movement phase. The War Boss and the Death Dread moved up. The Gretchen and Snickrod, as well as the Commandos, they decided to just kind of hang put. The truck full of Burner Boys is coming up, and they're about to give a bad day to these Custodes. And then the Big Mech, the Weird Boy, and these Gretchen are just hanging out. So I don't quite know what Andrew's plan is, but I think he's just going to try and make me whittle him down, and then just throw bigger, meaner stuff at me as we go through the assaults. So let's jump into the second
Weird
phase.
Boy going to try and do an endbanger here. And what are you targeting?
I am going to target
The Retributor Squad?
the Retributor Squad, yeah.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll to get this off. This is Warp Charge what?
6.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. I can't deny that even with my paltry 1 die. So the
note,
headbanger actually targets the closest enemy model. So it is still the Retributor?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So this is comparing the toughness value.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's her toughness?
Toughness of 3 for the sisters.
Okay. 6.
6. So I lose one of these. Is that a mortal wound?
It is instantly slain.
Instantly slain. So I'll take one of the remaining Retributor Squad. Just the regular. Moving on to the shooting phase. Commando is going to target this Battle Sister Squad in the ruins. What do you got in range?
I've got 2 gun models in range.
2 come on. Okay, so they're firing. So these are just sluggers, right?
Sluggers, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should have moved them up a little.
Well. So let's see some dice rolls here.
Okay, 5s and 6s. Who's here? Nope.
Next commandos, same unit, and looks like you got a couple more. 4 of them. Woohoo! Okay, so grab those dice. And 1. Oh wait, is the skull
The skull's a 1.
The skull's a 1, so nothing. These commandos should have moved up, but
Yeah.
You know, that's a little bit of a reprieve for me.
so the Grots, Gretchen, whatever they're called, they're going to be looking at this squad over here,
There's 10 of them within range.
and they got sluggers as well.
No, they've brought blasters.
Drop blasts. Okay. 10 on 3s. That's much better than the other rolls so far.
Uh-huh.
So let's see here. It looks like there's 7 touches.
7 hits.
Strength.
Strength is...
Oh, you're going to love this.
Strength is in the force of wound. And I see at least 4 there. Yep, 4
wounds, yep.
And do they have an AP at all?
AP dash.
Okay, so it is going to be firing at my stuffing cover here, so I'll be looking at a +1 to the save, basically.
Yep.
So 2 ups. All right, looking for those 2 ups. And get the slug into the same unit.
Oh, he
That's
hits.
going to hit, and it's going to wound on a
3 or better.
3 or better, okay.
Wounds.
That is going to wound.
No dash. That's dash.
So same deal, 2 up save because I'm in cover, and that is a 6. So that is a save. Firing a twin big shooter.
Or no, twin shooter into that.
Oh,
Sort of
twin shooter.
Yeah.
Okay, into the same unit here, and he's in on what?
He needs 5s.
5s. Oh, but he misses.
Yep.
So and then we're moving on to the Death Dread. Does he have anything?
He has 2 twin big shooters.
2 twin big shooters. Okay, and he's hitting probably on 5s as well. I'm
Oh
guessing.
yeah.
I see 3 hits. So strength 5 against toughness 3. So 3's a wound, 2 wounds. Is there an AP on this?
Double checking. I'm pretty sure there's not.
All right. Well, I'm going to do my rolls, and we'll determine if they live or not.
Yep.
So 1 is definitely dying, and depending on AP, 2 might be dying. No dash. So only 1 sister is going to go. So I'll just take the sister that's
Should
right.
the reaction squad.
So big shooter from the truck into the Retributor squad there.
Squad.
And these are hitting on
5s.
Only 1 hit.
Yep.
And what's the strength on this?
5.
5. So on 3s.
One
That
wound.
is a wound.
Yep.
And, oh, that's going to be one dead. So I will just drag a casualty sister. Shock attack gun from the big mech. Going to fire into the back of the Exorcist there. I'm suddenly very glad for Facing's being gone, because he rolled a 5 for that. And this is hitting on what?
These are.
So we're going to determine the strength of the shots, and we're going to determine if they hit.
So that is a strength of 3.
So this is going to be automatically hitting. He's going to need 6s to wound the Exorcist here. So we're going to hit, so 1 wound. Okay, so
One wound at -5.
-5. So I'm going to use the invulnerable save that all sisters seem to have. I think the tanks get it. If I don't, I'll double check it quickly. Yeah, so that's a wound going through. So just 1 wound, correct?
Nope.
Oh. What do you mean? Why do you keep rolling dice? What is it with orcs?
Orcs have that ability. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So 2 wounds going on to the Exorcist. 10 grots in range of the Retributor squad here. And so these are going to be hitting on what, 4s?
3s.
On 3s? Wait, orcs can do that?
They normally hit on 4, but because they're dangerous in numbers, they hit but give a +1.
They believe they're more effective, so they are.
Yes.
All right. So fire away.
So the lemmings are firing.
And so, sorry, you said 4s?
3s.
3s? I don't know why I keep forgetting that. That's actually not too bad. So 6 hits.
Yeah.
And wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing 3 wounds. Okay.
Normal save.
Yeah, so in cover, so 2+. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, so far I'm weathering this first turn a lot better than I was fearing. So, but you know what? We got the burner boys. We got 10 burner boys in here. They're going to roll a d3 for each of, is it each of them or for the unit?
Just for the unit.
Okay.
So that is a grand total of 3.
So
they get 30 flame shots.
Yeah, 30 shots going in against these custodians.
Actually going into their...
Going into them?
Yeah.
Oh, you just don't want them to stay around, do you?
I just don't like heavy bolters at me.
So
Fair
30
enough.
potential wounds coming in at the Retributor squad. Hopefully they can absorb it. There's only 7 of them left here. But thankfully they are still getting their bonus to their armor save for this. So they are going to be looking at a 2+ save.
Yeah, I'm going to be rolling volleys because I don't have enough dice. So.
Okay, so we're going to do volleys of 10 here?
Yep.
And this is strength what?
Strength 4.
So 3's the wound.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad start.
So that's 8.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, this is going to hurt. Okay, so starting with 8.
I like my models flame-kissed.
Next up here. Okay, that's a little bit nicer for me there. So there's another 4, so we're up to 12.
So 12. So
Yeah.
that's that's boxcars.
Okay, so we're on track for a little below average at the moment. Okay, that's not a bad way to end it off there.
7.
So there's another 7, so 19 total. So you're actually just below average, but 19 wounds is quite a bit.
So 19 wounds. Got a 2 up because of the cover save here, and here's hoping. Only 2.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so these sisters are tanking it, losing 2 more casualty sisters, and I call them casualty sisters because, as you can see, they are not fully painted yet. I mean, that's still enough to probably force a morale check on them, and one that they can possibly lose, but still, that's kind of painful. And that is the first churn. So the sisters actually weathered it rather well. I only lost 5 models, but you know what? In this particular scenario, 5 models is going to come back and hurt in the long run, so, you know, here's hoping that I might get them back from the hospital, based on those rules. But it is now my turn to strike back.
Actually, I've got a slight
Scratch that. We forgot about an assault here because that truck just moved forward, so it does get a chance to charge in. So yeah, really.
ramming speed.
Ramming speed into the Custodes.
Pretty much.
So all right, so I do get some Overwatch. Truck's gonna churn in there and just ram into the Custodes there. So I do have some Overwatch. So I doubt I'm gonna kill it. But I got 3 Guardian Spears, 2 Sentinel Blades. So the white ones are Sentinel Blades, the Spears are the green ones. Looking for 6s. And a 6 on one of the white. It's not even the multi-damage one. So it's toughness 6, so needing a 5 to wound. Hey, that's actually going to wound it.
Is there a negative modifier?
No, it's just like a pistol here.
Okay. Made it save.
Yeah, made it save.
Yep.
So it's going to get in there, and the Custodes are going to, well, I guess we pile in after the fact.
Yeah.
But the truck's going to go in there and use its Wrecking Ball and cause some hurt. So 3 attacks, hitting on a 5+. So 2 hits.
2 hits, but because of the Wrecking Ball, it gives it an extra...
And the Wrecking Ball, what is that, on a result of a 6?
No, on a result. Wrecking Ball... The bearer can only make 3 attacks with this weapon each time it fights. And so after that, the Wrecking Ball is done. Oh, it makes 3 attacks for every attack I have.
Oh, okay. So basically, you're getting 6 attacks because
It's wrecking, flipping around. Yeah, it gives me 6 attacks because the Wrecking Ball's flipping around.
okay.
Yeah.
I think I understand. And you know what, Andrew? If you're wrong, the internet will tell you.
Oh, I know. They'll yell at me, and quite frankly,
So I'm trying to figure out the orc codex or the orc book as I go, and honestly, I don't know why you guys want a full book. I don't even understand the bloody index for this thing.
oh, the full book is going to be filled with quotations, fractions, decimals,
You're gonna need a
and
friggin' master's degree for the full book. All right. So, and what's the strength of this?
the strength of this is strength 7.
All right, excellent. Wounded on 3s.
Yeah.
And I see 4 wounds there. And is there an AP on this?
-1.
-1. So I am looking at a 3-up save. And there we go.
Yeah,
So far the Emperor is protecting in this first assault, but we're going to see how long he lasts.
Yep.
But now, the Custodes are going to
Give the
march
truck some
up
hurting.
and give him some hurt.
Yep.
Custodes swinging back, going to start with the spears. 3 attacks apiece, then I'll have to do the misericords that they have. So, hitting on 2s. 2 misses. And I'm just going to quickly get the misericords in here. And 1 misericord. So we'll use the white die. So the misericord's going to wound on a 5. The spears are going to wound on a 4 because of the strength bonus there. And wow.
1.
Okay. Yeah, Andrew's saying what? I just completely whiffed the wound rolls there.
Oh, jeez.
So the misericord got 1 wound and the spear got 1 wound.
Okay.
Now the spear is -3. And what's the armor save on that?
Oh,
that guy?
I need 6s.
So need a 6 there, and then the misericord is -2.
So I need a 5.
So yeah, so you need a 5. So here's 2 different dice. The white will be the 5, the green will be the 6. So the misericord does not wound, but the spear is going to do D3 wounds,
Okay.
or D3 damage. 1 damage! But now I got the sentinel spears
blades
coming
now
in. Going in, so 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. So all we're going to hit, now these ones are wounding on 5s because they're only strength 5. Come back here, you. And okay, so 2 wounds, that's not terrible. And this is -3 again, so 6 pluses.
Here, 6s.
Yep.
Got 1.
So 1 goes through, and this is D3 damage. So 1 damage again. Oh, this truck is giving me a bad day.
2.
Is that 2 of how many again?
10.
10.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to do some more damage to it. But yeah, that is the end of this assault. So we are gonna go into turn 1 for the Sisters of Battle. At the start of my turn, got some acts of faith. So we're gonna start by trying to give the Retributors a shot out of order here. So on a 2+. Good. So they're gonna fire their heavy bolters into something. I'm not entirely sure what yet. This image of her right there is gonna try and give this unit right here an act of faith because I poorly positioned them. So on a 4+. Nope. And then this image for right there, I think we'll try to give an active faith to, oh, I don't know. Let's say this unlucky squad right there. So on a 4+, no. So only
my
one
active
active squad is going to take their out of order shooting, and they're just going to mow into the grots. Use the heavy bolters there. Try to eliminate some of that advantage of cover. So starting with 12 heavy bolter shots, they're within 6 inches of the canonist, so going to be re-rolling 1s. Oh, there's a die here. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. No 1s, but there's a 2. That's a damn good roll. Okay. And these are strength 5, so wounding the grots on 2s, I'm assuming. They're toughness 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so 2 don't make it through, so that's 1, 2, so that's 9 wounds against the grots. I'm just gonna go check the AP of this. So 6s to save for these grots, otherwise they're gonna lose some, and you know, the more grots I can get rid of, the better. So bring it on! 2 saves.
2 saves.
So 7 grots go down, and you can take them from wherever, so obviously you're gonna take them from where they can still shoot. But now I got the regular Bolter Sisters coming in here, and I think there's only 2 remaining? Yeah, there's only 2 remaining. They're out of rapid fire range. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, both hit, and 1 wound, and no AP on that modifier, or on that one there.
So I made the save!
And made the save. All right,
The pirates
fantastic.
deflected it.
So that is the Acts of Faith, so we're going to move into the movement phase. So this Rhino is going to be the sacrificial lamb, and he's just going to go over here, and he's going to get ready to charge these grots. Just to tie them up in combat, just so I'm not getting peppered with firepower here. It feels so dumb, and yet it works.
It feels so dumb and yet so satisfying.
This Hospitaller is just going to move over here to get within, just to get within range of the Retributor squad. So at the end of the movement, she can hopefully bring one of them back, just to give them some more Blade of Wounds.
Go Apothecary.
She is just going to, she's just going to move over there. And then I got to figure out what to do with the Immolator. And the Immolator is actually just going to move in and fill the void of the Rhino.
For the Rhino,
and I'm going to try and take out some more of these Grots with the Flamers there. And I think as far as movement, I'm having a dilemma. Part of me wants to move the Custodes out of combat here, but part of me wants to keep them in and just take that out. But then you get the Burner Boys and...
Well, the Burner Boys can't do anything in the assault.
They can't do anything in the assault, no. But if I blow up the truck this turn, it's only got, 8 wounds left?
It's got 8 wounds left.
I could theoretically push my luck and try and kill it in the next assault phase with the Custodes.
And if you got pistols, you can shoot into it.
Well, the Sentinel Blades are pistols. No guts, no glory. Custodes don't back up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So they're going to stick in there, which I think is fine. And I think, you know what, the Exorcist is just going to shift slightly like so. And just choose some targets. But I think that is my movement phase. So just have to quickly advance the Hospitaller another, what is it, I think 2 inches? Yeah. But that should get her within 3.
She is.
Okay, good. So at the end of the movement phase, let's see if she brings one of the Battle Sisters back. And she does! So, Casualty Sister, come back. Yay! There's much rejoicing. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. Immolator is going to use its twin Immolator into the Gretchen here, the Grots, whatever they're called, and it's 2d6 for a paltry 5. I think I'm actually going to burn one of my first command points, and I'm going to re-roll that 2 for a 3. Okay, so I got slightly better there, but 3 from Immolator shots into the Gretchen. Wounding on 2s. So at the very least, that is 6 wounds at -1 AP. So they need 6s to save, and 5 go down. So just taking them from the back there. Makes sense. Storm Bolter within rapid fire range, and we have 3 hits, and on 2s again. So 2 wounds, no AP, and 1 more goes down. I'm going to hold on to that Hunter-Killer missile for the time being. I probably should have nominated a shot with it, but whatever. I'm going to move on to this Rhino here, and there's going to be 2 Storm Bolters firing in rapid fire range into the Grots as well. And I think his Hunter-Killer is just going to take a pot shot at the Death Dread as well.
Yep.
So I've just got to announce it all right now. So the Storm Bolters, hitting on 3s.
Good shooting there.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah.
Wounded on 2s. Oh, good shooting, bad wounded. So that's 4 wounds on a 6+.
5+? No, it'll be 6 because they're technically in the open.
Oh, okay. So 1 save, so 3 go down. So I'm slowly whittling down these Grots, and the Hunter-Killer going into the Death Dread here. Death Dread is on a 7, so needing a 4 to wound. The strength it needed 3, but still a 2 will not. The Exorcist tank is going to unload into the Death Dread as well. So D6 missiles. Oh, I hate Exorcist tanks.
The shock attack gun threw it off a little bit.
So 2 of them. Heavy weapon, it moves, so it's going to be hitting on 4s, but there is a cannoness right there, so re-rolling those 1s. Oh, 2 hits. Okay. And these are 8s, so wounding on 3s. 6
So
to save?
1 wound.
Nope. Okay, so D3 wounds, or damage rather. Hey, 3 wounds. Okay, and does he have Ramshackle or anything? No. Okay, so that's just going to use the Hunter-Killer missile into the Death Dread as well, because, you know, with power levels, those things don't matter. That's a 2, so it does not hit. And the Storm Bolter that I put on to... Oh, wait, no, does he have a Storm Bolter? Andrew's being nice to me. He's going to let me actually target the Grots with the Storm Bolter there, because I should have declared that at the start. So it is going to... Yep, both going to hit.
Because we're friends, like
Because we're friends. 1 wound, so this is no AP. So, so
6. Hey now.
another Grot. Hey, now you're
60.
a dead Grot.
Yeah, hey
All
now.
right, fantastic. So
Hey
that's
now,
3
you're
vehicles.
a dead Grot, you're splattered.
This unit of Sister is going to fire into the Grots. I got a couple in rapid fire range, so we'll start off with there. And then the Sister Superior does have a combi plasma, so she'll be firing both the bolter and the plasma into the Grots as well. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
And so reroll these ones. Let's get that 2 out of there. Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad.
Okay.
2's to wound. That's pretty good as well. So that's, let's see, 4, that's 9 wounds from the bolters.
9.
All right, how many saves are you going to make?
I'm gonna get covered because of the wall.
Yeah, you have got some guys in cover,
Yeah,
obviously. So 5 up.
5 ups.
And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad. Only 4 are going down. So,
Goodbye unpainted. Goodbye unpainted. Goodbye
and
unpainted.
just keeping enough to benefit from the cover saves.
Yep.
The combi plasma is going to fire in. This is at a -1, so that will miss. And then we got the melta-gun that's just within range. This feels so useless against a Grot, but that'll do nothing as well. Single shot from the Canoness with her combi plasma, because I gave combi plasma to everything that could take it. So -1 on the plasma, and then whatever on the bolter there. So that was a 2.
Yeah.
So I got to double check to see what hits on my plasma miss. Bolter hit though, and it will fail to wound. Single shot from the bolters over here into these commandos. So it's just going to be 9 bolter shots, 1 combi plasma shot, and unfortunately the heavy flamers are not within range. Hitting on 3s, 4s for the plasma. So that is going to be 2 misses. Everything else is going to hit, including the plasma. Awesome. So the bolters are going to... What's the toughness of an orc? 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah, so the bolter are going to be on 4s. The plasma is going to be on 3. So not too bad. So 3 wounds from the bolters and 1 from the plasma. 5 on the plasma. So plasma's going to claim 1, because it is damage 2.
Just claim 1 orc.
Yeah, so should just claim 1 orc. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the bolters.
Yep. I get a 4. Yeah.
What is that, 3+ in cover?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so you made it.
Yep.
Okay. This 5-woman squad, unfortunately, you can't fire into the truck because it's in combat, and only 2 sisters can see grots. So those 2 sisters are going to unload into them. With, well, they're both going to hit at the very least. And they're both going to wound. Take that, grots.
I will. I need that exact number to save those.
Okay. Save your grots. Nope, 2 more go down. The Retributor squad is going to split fire. The heavy bolters are actually going to turn around and unload into your commandos there.
Okay.
And then the regular sisters, of which there's only 3 remaining, one of which is a sister superior with a combi plasma, because of course, they're going to fire into the grots. So hitting on 3s, 4s with the plasma, but re-rolling 1s because the cannon is within 6 inches. So re-roll those 2 1s. There we go. So 3 hits. And we're looking at... so 5 up.
Ooh, make 1.
Oh, 1 more goes down. Retributor squad going into... I'm going to risk it and go into those commandos there. Try and eliminate a unit before they become a real threat. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. These dice are kind of friendly to me, I'm thinking.
And they've been friendly to me too, so.
Yeah, they are friendly dice, because that is a good hit. That's 10 hits. And these are going to be wounding on 3s.
Dice don't care as long as they're being loved.
So that's not going to wound. That's not going to wound. Not too bad. So that's going to be 6 wounds at -1. So save your orcs. 3 go down. Okay, you know what? That's statistical. Not too bad. And removes a couple of them. And I think that's
That now only leaves you 20 models to worry about.
20 more models to worry about. But I'm running out of things to shoot with here.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do. Custodians are going to use their sentinel blades to fire into the truck. And that's going to be 2 hits. In strength 4, so needing 5s to wound. Hey, look at that, a single wound. Here, bumper save. Yes, okay. So that is that, and we're going to go into the assault phase. I think I have only 1 assault to declare. Oh, no, my rhino is going to charge your grots. I got nothing else going on. So my rhino's going to charge your grots, and you're going to get some overwatch here. 16 shots from the grot pistols, whatever those things are called.
Grot blasters.
Grot blasters. Hitting on 6s into the rhino. Bring on the pain! 2 hits, okay. And these are strength what? 3?
Strength 3.
Strength 3. So you're needing...
6s.
Yeah, 6s to wound.
I need 6s to shoot a stomp up.
I would have laughed if you actually wounded it.
I would have laughed too.
And there we go. So, boom! Gets into combat.
So Snickrot probably gonna get in there.
So so everything's going to go in there, and then Snickrot is going to be able to heroic intervention in. And I mean, his 3-inch movement should be enough to get him around, especially after everything sort of piles in and
Yeah,
whatnot.
because these guys can just truffle shuffle around.
If it seems like we're playing a little loose with some of the rules, well, it's because, you know what? We are just having fun with this one. This is not competitive, so, you'll forgive us some of that. But that's going to be fun. 3 attacks from the Rhino, hitting on 6s, wounding on 2s. That's nothing. So that is the charge. And
Custodes are just going to keep piling in a little bit. Just keep moving up.
Oh, we're still blocked.
There we go. Get on there.
Guardian Spears hitting on 2s. That's more skulls than I would have liked, but still, that's a good chunk of hits right there. That's going to be 6. Did I roll too many dice? I rolled too many dice. So let's get rid of one of those hits. Because there should only be a couple Guardian Spears there. Wounding on 4s. That's a little bit better than the last time. That's 3 wounds at -3, so 6 up save.
Nope.
So all 3 get through, and these each deal D3 damage. So that's going to be 3, 6, and 8 wounds total. Uh-oh, my plan is backfiring on me here.
So Ramshackle.
Yep, Ramshackle.
For the first, Ramshackle for the second, Ramshackle for the third.
Okay, and
so they all go through, so which means the truck actually now officially explodes. Actually,
all right.
it's 8.
So my plan just horribly backfired. I was hoping to keep them in combat and keep those burner boys out.
Okay, so
But yeah.
so
Let's see what
yeah.
happens. Does it explode?
Okay, let's see here.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice. That's a 5.
It does not explode.
No explosion. So the burner boys are just going to be out in the open there. Burner boys have disembarked. On 1s, they're going to start blowing up.
1 did.
Okay, only 1 goes down, and it's of your choice there. And the
Yeah.
Custodes are just going to consolidate their 3 inches in. Boop, 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 like so. And I'll get them there, I'll get them there, and I'll get them there. Okay. Yeah, so this does mean the burner boys are going to get to pile in and make some attacks themselves. So in they go, and the fight for the bridge is going to begin. Personally, I love this shot right here, this nice little cinematic shot.
We got some great cinematic
18
shots.
attacks back coming in from the burner boys into the Custodes.
Hits on 3s.
That's not too shabby. Yeah, that's not too shabby at all.
Yeah.
So let's see, that's 4, 7, 11, 12.
12.
Yeah, cool. 5 to wound. And actually, that's not too bad either. I see 3, 4, 5 wounds.
5 wounds, -1.
-1, so looking at armor save of 3. What? Okay, these orcs mean business. One of my Custodes are going to take 2 wounds. I think I'll put it on one of the Sentinel Spear one, or the Sentinel Blades one. So this fellow right here. I am almost really tempted to put
Actually,
a
it was
there.
-2 on the AP. My
Oh,
apologies.
minus 2 on the AP. So those 1s don't change anything,
No.
and the 5s and 6s still poor little guy just took some scorches to the head. So that is that combat right there, and yeah. So we're gonna move on to the Gretchen and Snickrot.
Actually, it's
Snickrot going in first, and he's got 6 attacks there. Okay,
Yep, 6 attacks.
hitting on 2s, you said.
Yep.
All right, so that's 5 hits, and it's going to be wounding on 5.
5.
Strength 6 against toughness 7, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And this is at -1.
-1.
So 4 up save. 1 goes through. And what's the damage on this?
2 damage.
2 damage. So the Rhino is going to go down. 2 wounds. 16 grots coming in to punch the Rhino in the face. Bring on the pain.
I need 5.
Oh,
Holy
that's actually
crap.
not too bad. I see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the hell?
These grots are angry.
Okay, something's going on here. That's a good chunk of hits. 6 is the wound. Okay, that makes a lot more sense in the world now. 3 wounds. Bring up armor save. Scrots are going to slowly dismantle this Rhino.
Right in the face.
Yeah, Grot just reached his hand through and just punched the sister, driving the tank in the face.
Are you okay?
That's going to take us to the end of the fight phase. So no morale for these Grots because they still got a whole bunch of guys kicking around. These commandos over here, though, they're rolling something. 2d6? Isn't it just a d6 plus your wounds?
D6 plus, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. So,
Yeah, so d6 plus 4.
Yep. Oh, 10.
So, and what's their leadership?
The leadership is 6.
Uh-oh.
So, because of that, mob rule.
So more weird arcane orc rules.
So that'll be 2 orcs.
And over here, there are 9 guys left, so no point in rolling leadership there. So that is the end of turn 1 of the assault, and we're going to move into turn 2 for this defense on assault number 1. And we're going to see what the orcs can do moving forward. In the movement for the orcs, we have the boss with the mega armor and the Death Dread moving closer to the sisters here.
We have these guys locked in combat, so not much going on. The commandos all used Here We Go to move forward, and I'm being told that they can then assault afterwards, charge in.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little painful, so hopefully I get some good overwatch. And then over on this side, Burner Boys still stuck in combat. The big mechs hanging around, the weird boys hanging around, and then the Grots are starting to move forward just so they can get some more shots into the Sisters. So we're going to move into the Weird Boys. Going to use Warpath into the, what does that do? The Warpath is going to increase the attack profile of the Burner Boys. So what's the warp charge?
The warp charge is a grand 7.
Grand 7, okay. So let's see what you got.
I rolled 7.
That is a 7. Okay, so these Burner Boys are going to get an extra attack each. So a slight misunderstanding with the way Here We Go rules work. We're just going to let him take back the Here We Go part of that movement because he still wants to be able to shoot and possibly assault with these commandos. And once again, friendly game, so we're doing that.
Yeah, move values
And
back.
it's going to be the same deal with these guys and the War Boss back. And Andrew's now saying he's going to WAAGH, so he's going to get to advance here.
Yeah.
So go ahead, roll. So he's going to advance
2 and 4.
2 and 4. So 2 is for the who?
2 is for the War Boss.
And then 4 is for the Death Dread?
Death Dread.
Okay, and that's going to put him into, I would say, a comfortable charge range.
Yeah.
I think they're still going to need about 6s here.
Into
the shooting phase. 20 Grot's going to fire into the Retributors there.
Yeah.
So these are hitting on, what, 4s?
Oh, they're hitting on, 4s.
Hitting on 4s? Okay.
I need...
Okay, that's not too bad for 4s. Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
They're angry.
He's Grot's mean business.
He's
That's going to be 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
So in cover, so 2 up save. Okay, I made all the saves. Amen for cover. 4 main commandos into that unit of Sisters.
5.
All right, that's not
3.
too bad. Yep, 3 hits.
And I need 3s again because your toughness 3 and their strength is 4.
Okay. So 2 wounds. So in cover.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Take one of the way. All right. 10 shots from those commandos.
Jesus.
No, not too shabby. 4
Yeah.
hits and wounding on 3s.
What?
Oh, 4 wounds. Oh, okay. So 2 Sisters are going to go down. So I guess Sister 1 and
Here.
Sister 2. 16 pistols, the Grot Blasters, they're called, into the Rhino. As this thing is just going to get slowly stripped like a car on a bad neighborhood street. So what are you hitting on?
I need 4s.
4s? Oh, no, isn't this the group that needs 5s because you lost the
No,
big
they
benefit?
they start off with 4, period.
Oh, okay. So needing 4s. That's
Yeah.
oh, there's one more 3 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, not too bad. 6 is the wound.
Got one?
I see 1 wound in there. Okay. 3 up save. Yes.
Yes.
Sephiroth with his pistol. And this is hitting on what, 3s?
Actually, it's hitting on 5s.
Oh, his pistol hits on 5s?
Yeah,
That's
because
kind of terrible.
He's an orc.
Okay. Well, he missed.
Yeah.
So there's that. But we have the War Boss and the Death Dread coming up. Twin Shooter into the Sisters over here.
So I need 5s.
That's going to be 3 hits. And this is what, strength 5?
Strength 3.
Strength. Really? That's
I
it?
know, it's strength 4, sorry.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So hitting on our wound on 3s.
Yep.
So 1 wound.
1 wound, yep.
AP.
AP dash.
AP dash. And I'll make
Going into the...
2 big shooters from the Death Dread are going to be looking at the Sisters.
Yep, and shooting into them.
Oh, that unit of Sisters, okay.
Sorry.
And what are you looking at here?
1 hit.
Only 1?
Get 3 or better.
Okay, 3 to wound.
Yep,
That's
-1.
-1, so I'm looking at a 3+ save and cover. And that's
Yeah.
good. The Emperor is protecting the Sisters today, it seems.
A little bit.
Yeah, those dice have been very friendly. And I think all we have left is the shock attack gun.
Shack attack gun, yeah.
Shack attack?
Shack attack.
It fires metaphysical shacks at the enemy.
Well, right, he's so far away, he can't hit any 3-pointer.
Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about the same shack as well. I kind of want to model that now, just to have something that looks like shack coming out of the shock attack. D6 shots. We're looking at 4, and what's going to be the strength of these shots?
Oh, good. Oh! Boxcars!
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Oh, shoot, I should have declared.
Yeah, you should have declared a target.
You know what? I'm going to target what I previously targeted before, which was the Exorcist.
You know what? I think that's actually the smart call. I think even without that result, that would probably have been the target.
Yeah, it would have been the target anyways.
Yeah.
And since I didn't do that, I'll just go back to the default, which was the Exorcist.
So this Exorcist is probably going away now. So let's see what you got here. So that's
3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 mortal wounds on the Exorcist tank here. So I'm pretty sure it's dead, but I got to double check that. So the Exorcist tank is down to 2 wounds remaining. So I'm just going to keep that there. So it's pretty much not moving. It's going to be hitting on 5s at this point. So
It's been work of 5.
I want to like Exorcist tanks, but they just keep underperforming no matter what.
But that was definitely a good shot with the shock attack gun, because that's going to make it hard for my exorcist to live through this assault, I think. Sluggets from the Burner Boys going into the Custodes here. So 9 shots, hitting on what, 5s?
Yes.
Yeah. These dice roll high, man.
These dice are hot for both of us.
Like for both of us, yeah. These things are just great. So it's 3 hits, wounding on 5s.
Yep.
That's 2 wounds and 2 up saves. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if I'm gonna lose one of pistols in this, I'd be very upset. Okay, so that's excellent. So that is the end of the shooting phase.
I call shenanigans.
Call shenanigans, and we are gonna move into the assault
Warboss is
phase.
gonna try and charge into the Rhino.
That's 2 dice hits, right?
Yeah, 2 dice. 9 inches. Yeah, that's
Easy.
more than enough to get in there.
Death Dread is into the sister, so I'm gonna have some Overwatch here.
Yeah.
7 inches. Yeah, I think we determined it to be 6. So you should very well be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in because you don't go up on there. So
No.
So I have some sisters that are going to be prone, but thankfully you can't get these guys. Overwatch into the Death Dread. Going to start off with the melted gun, the important gun.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 1, but my canonist lets me reroll. Oh, that's a 5. Okay. Womp womp.
Yeah.
The heavy flamer is going to get -1 into toughness 7, so going to be wounding on 5s. 2 wounds at minor armor save.
Yeah.
Rapid fire plasma from the Sister Superior. Nuts. The rapid fire bolter. Oh, yeah, because those. Yeah, rapid fire bolter as well. Meh. And then the bolters from the rest of the bolters going in at rapid fire range, needing 6s, re-rolling those 1s because of the canoness. And there we go. So 4 hits from the bolters, needing 5s to wound. 2 wounds. Hey, do another wound. The Death Dread, unfortunately, for me, does not have a profile, so he's still going to be fighting at peak efficiency.
Sacrificial unit.
Going in. That's going to be in, so I got some Overwatch to do here.
Yep.
So starting with the heavy flamer. That's
1.
I'm going to use a command point.
2!
My hubris! So 2 from the heavy flamer. So that's going to be toughness 4, right?
Yeah.
So 1 wound at -1.
Oh, okay.
So what's their armor save? So 1 goes down. The melted gun is going to fire in. That's going to miss, and there's no canonist there, and no more dice. The combi plasma and the combi, so that's going to fire in. So these are needing 6s. That's 2 hits, 1 plasma, 1 bolter. Cool. So the plasma will wound, but the bolter will not. Oh wait, no, the plasma is strength 7. So no, the plasma won't wound.
Nope.
I kind of missed the old that.
Yeah.
Oh well. And a whole bunch of bolters. And the remaining 8 sisters going to fire in with their bolters at rapid fire range. And I see 2 hits there. Hopefully I can take a couple more out. Needing 4s, 2 wounds. So they got their t-shirt save of 6+.
T-shirt save, go!
Nope. Okay, 2 more boys go down, leaving just 1. But you know what? That is enough to lock him into combat, which means no Overwatch against the other squad that's about to come barreling in. Another unit? Uh-oh, 4 inches.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. 6. It's going to be tight.
We're within an inch. We got it.
You're within an inch?
We're within an inch.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, 'cause there is a guy right in the corner down there.
Not there yet.
Yep. So within an inch, so he's going to be able to pile in. So this unit of sisters is not looking too hot at the moment.
No.
10 main commandos are going to start us off on the assault phase into this unit of sisters here, and this is going to cause some hurt. So hopefully my armor saves will take me through.
3 to hit.
30. They're hitting on 3s.
Yes. That one.
Okay. Actually, just preliminary look, I think I'm getting out of this a little bit better than I expect. So 18, actually, I think it's a little bit below average for a 30 attacks hitting on 3s.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But I'm not a statistician, so. So anyway, and these are strength 4, I take it?
Strength 4.
Strength 4. So wounded on 3s.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And do they have an AP attached to them?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, if they did, you'd be like, screw you.
But you know what? 1 bad roll is all it takes. 3 up
Yeah,
save
right.
with only 8 sisters remaining in this squad. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ouch.
5 are going down.
You 3 at the top.
Yeah, you 3 at the top are gone. And yeah, you're gone as well. And I'm gonna rip this unit out of combat. Oh, you'll be able to consolidate in again. Yeah, but yeah. So that was fun.
And then the lone guy.
And then we have one lone attacks. Yeah, 2 of them are going to hit.
Yep.
And wounded on 3s. One wound. Hey, and I'll make the save.
Yep.
Excellent. So that is the 2 charges over there. So we're going to move on to the Mega Knob or the Death Dread.
The Mega Knob.
4 Mega Knob and 3s to hit. He's going to shred this thing. Because he's got, what, a Power Claw?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so 3 hits.
Yep.
And what's his strength?
Strength 12.
No. So
you're
wounding on
wounded on
2s, D3 damage apiece. Hey, I'm only potentially taking 6.
Yeah.
So let's see what
6
that
is the
damage
save.
Yeah, because my vulnerable is a 6 as well, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, take that! Only D3 wounds going through.
Yeah.
One wound! Yes! This rhino lives!
Rhino's
Now the
dead.
Death Dread going into this unit of sister attacks, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. And this is what, Strength Stupid?
Yeah, we can go that way.
Yeah, Strength Stupid.
Strength 10.
Yeah, so wounding on 2. That's going to be 2 wounds for sure.
Minus
And,
3.
Minus 3, so 6s.
Made
The
one.
Emperor continues to protect.
Yeah. Do you really want to know what happens to the one? It takes 3 wounds.
Is it mortal wounds or just regular wounds?
Regular wounds.
Yeah, so I'm just losing 1.
You're losing one guy.
Yeah.
That guy got pretty much cleaved in half.
Yeah, and
There
over
we
here,
go.
I'm actually going to burn 2 CP to get my Custodes to get in on the burner boys before they go back, because I can't afford to lose
Guardian
this
Spirit's
fight.
in first. Hitting on 2s. Wounded
that's a
on
good
3s. Let's see, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so that's going to be... they got t-shirt saves? Yeah, that's 8 dead orcs. And we'll quickly get the misery chords out. That's going to be 3 hits. Yep, 3 hits. And needing 4s.
9, so.
And that was a good use of CP, because it looks like the Custodes just completely wiped out that unit. So they're just going to advance, a couple inches to consolidate and start looking at, I don't know, something. Snickrot into the Rhino, who's quickly becoming the hero of this flank. 6 attacks from Snickrot into the Rhino, hitting on...
Hitting on his strength.
2 plus 8. So that's going to be all hitting, and this is strength 6.
Yep.
So, yeah, wounding on 5s. 5s to wound?
5 wound. 1.
1 wound. Okay.
Minus 1.
Minus 1? Okay. And I'll make 3 attacks for the Rhino into the Gretchen, or Grots, or whatever. So 1 attack, hitting on a 6. Alright, moving on as the Grots continue to just strip mine my
to
Rhino.
hit with 16 attacks.
6 is not too bad.
6s.
Hey!
2
wounds.
Two
Okay.
wounds.
Oh! Another wound goes through onto the Rhino. So, just realized was actually still at the full wound characteristic when I fought back, so I should have actually had 2 more attacks in there.
Go ahead.
So Andrew is just going to let me take those.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Okay, there we go. So it makes no difference whatsoever. The Rhino's now moved down. And I think for combat, there's just a couple left. So I'm going to... Okay. Oh, whoops. Looking over Death Dredge here.
Yeah.
So the Sister Superior is just going to pile in 3 inches over here and then do that. And I got 2 sisters that are going to attack that
Two
one
sisters
little...
attacking in.
That,
Whiff and
that
you
looks
can reroll
cocked,
that one.
yeah. So
Whip.
that is going to be a 3. So
Over
I
here,
don't
these
think that...
sisters are just going to pile in and go after.
We'll start with
the
a power
attacker.
ball from the Sister Superior. And that's going to be 1 hit, but there's a Canonist there. So there's going to be 1 hit. And needing 5s to wound. The ladies on top, unfortunately, are not going to be able to get into combat, so 2 sisters down below. Hey, both are going to hit. Now, if only those 6s were the wounds. Hey,
Oh,
1
save.
wound. And that will be a save. So that does bring us to the end of this this assault phase. Sisters are starting to feel the pain a little bit.
We're going to
These,
consolidate.
these commandos coming in definitely
What is it, 3 inch
definitely hurt. Yeah, it's 3-inch consolidation, so you're going to basically keep them locked in combat.
Is she part of that squad?
That is
Yes.
the end of the orc turn, so things are looking tough for the sisters, but you know what? I only need to kill, I think we worked out to be 4 more orcs to end this assault, and then we'll find out how many of the sisters survive. So we're going to go into to my turn, and we'll see how the sisters go. We're going to start things off here. The Retributor, no, you know what? This squad right here is going to use the 2+ Act of Faith. Yep, and they're going to return one of their sisters back into fighting form. I'm not going to do that for that sister squad. I'm actually going to do that for this sister squad over here. So they're going to get their missing sister back. And then I'm going to do the 4+1 over here. Nope. And then we're going to do... Oh, crud, I did this all wrong.
Oh well.
You want to redo it? Redo it.
There's not much point to redo it because unfortunately this system, like nobody's been lost over here yet. And then out of the inches for that one right there.
I'm going to skip the rest of my acts of faith. This hospitaller is going to move in advance 1 inch, but you know what? That's all I needed to get within 3 of that unit there, which is very important. And she's going to not bring back a sister. And now the heavy bolters from the Retributor is going to go into the grots, get those remaining 4 kills that I need.
Yep.
And no 1s to reroll, but those 2s are definitely going to hit.
Yep.
And this should be enough to take them out and end the assault. Yeah, wounding on 3s. Yeah, that's enough. That's going to kill 5 grots.
That'll be ending the assault.
So that
And at the end of the assault, there are 11 sisters that we now need to determine the fate of. So the way this is going to work is we're going to roll a d6 for each one. On a result of a 1 or 2, that sister is dead. On a result of a 3 or 4, it goes into convalescence, and I'll keep rolling until the end of the assault's total. And then on a 5 or 6, they're going to go back into the fight. We have 11 dice here. The one bone die right there, that fella is, as I flip the bird, is going to be the melted gunner here. So let's find out what happens. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 sisters are dead. However, actually, I got really lucky here.
You did.
1 sister goes into convalescence, and the rest of the sisters are actually going to be back into fighting order. So that is fantastic. So 6 are coming back, 1's in convalescence, and 4 have died. So the first assault is over. The sisters have been able to weather it quite well. The orcs put up a good fight, but that hospital roll is definitely a really good boon for the sisters here. So only a couple casualties. The tanks themselves are going to get some minor repairs going into the next assault, and Andrew is going to be finding out what his next force he's going to be looking at will be, and the ladies will get back into position and hopefully weather the next storm and without losing too many. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave some comments below. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And, always point out if there's any rules mistakes, because, believe me, there were. There's always rules mistakes no matter what. So, love to hear about them. Just keep in mind that this video is being filmed in sequence with a whole bunch of others, so any corrections will take a little bit to see effect there. And, of course, hunt me down on social media. Leave your questions, comments, and all that sort of stuff there. You can always find it at Aegisbrand Studios on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm everywhere because I'm bored and have no life outside of things. So thank you very much for watching, and happy wargaming.